All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked and sinful kingdom called America, which is spiritually Rome, Egypt, Babylon, Sodom, and Gomorrah. All right, before we go any further, let's give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's own begotten Son,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
The honors for our apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible, man. We're going to start like we always do, the real 12 tribes of Israel, okay? You have Judah, the so-called Negroes. You have Benjamin, the so-called Jamaicans, the West Indians. You got Levi, the so-called Haitians. You have Simeon, the so-called Dominicanos. You have Zebulun, the so-called Guatemanians and Panamanians. You got Ephraim, all right, the so-called Puerto Ricans. You got Manasseh, the so-called Cubanos. All right, you have Gad, the so-called North American Indians. You have Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians. All right, you have Naphtali, the so-called indigenous Indians from Argentina and Chile. All right, you have Asher, the so-called indigenous Indians of Colombia and Uruguay. And last but not least, you have Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. If you see yourself on this sign, according to the seed of your father, okay, repent and turn back to the God of the Bible, okay, while you still have time, because the mercy of the doors of mercy are rapidly closing, man.
That's right. And like the brother beautifully said, you know, we are the Hebrew Israelites. You know, we come here week in and week out to prophesy, which means to tell you something that before it happens, you know, about the total destruction of America. And about 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be destroyed in these upcoming race riots, you know, in these upcoming calamities that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to bring to this wicked, sinful kingdom called America.
You ever seen Matthew 11:17?
It's the book of Matthew.
You got another precept you want to get?
17.
This is Matthew chapter 11, verse 17. And saying, we have piped unto you.
Sorry, 16.
Matthew chapter 11, verse 16. But whereunto shall I liken this generation?
Yeah, but whereunto shall I liken this generation? It's talking about the generation of now, you know? The generation that is living on the planet Earth today. Go ahead.
It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows.
Go ahead.
And saying, we have piped unto you.
Yep.
And ye have not danced.
Yeah, we are piping, you know, the scriptures, the word of Yahweh Shema Shai is as a song, you know? But only the elect are going to be able to know the words, and only the multitude of believers are gonna hearken to the words that Yahweh Shema Shai is speaking, you know? Read it again.
All right, verse 17. We'll start in 16.
17.
17. Matthew chapter 11, verse 17. And saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced.
Yeah, we have piped onto you, you know? We come out here week in and week out and tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that you're the chosen people of the Lord, that Yahweh Shema Shai only loves you, you know? That you're the greatest people on the face of the earth. You know, we're piping onto you, you're supposed to be dancing. You know, that salvation is only for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know? This is what we do week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Go ahead.
We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented.
Yeah, we have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. We tell you that the reason why you're in this condition that you're in is the reason why you went into hardcore bondage, you know, is because your disobedience, your disobedience from following Yahweh Shema Shai. Who is Yahweh? Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who people ignorantly call God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, who you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. We come and tell you the reason why you're in the condition that you're in. You know, we're mourning on to you. You know, it's because we stopped following the law, statutes, commandments of the Bible. You know, we start worshiping pagan gods. We start eating all these abominable foods: pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. you know, start shaving down our beards, you know, following the customs of the heathen, you know. And we're out here to tell our people that the same so-called white man that they love so much and they love to follow is about to come down with great wrath, you know. And now he's about to bring great judgment onto, the Lord's about to use his left hand to bring great judgment upon you, the children of Israel.
That's right.
Any more than that?
18.
What does it say?
So John can't get him to eat or drink.
No, that was it. No, you got a picture?
It's Ezekiel 33 and 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and the doors of the houses, and speak one to another.
Go ahead.
Every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord.
Yeah, you got people, they watching us on the internet. You know, they have homes in their houses. They watching the videos. You know, you might have some people that come down. They might pass the camp, you know? Go ahead.
Yep, it says, and they come unto thee as the people cometh.
Yeah, they come, they watch the video. You got guys that watch the videos. That's why the nigga woman videos always get the end of woman always gets the most views. You know, they put up a controversy title. You know, that video is always the most watched. You know, because they come. You know, they watch the videos. You know, they might throw a precept on the comment board. You know, go ahead.
It's Ezekiel 33 and 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people.
Yep.
And they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Yeah, they hear the words of the Lord, you know. Someone get Matthew 15 and 7 or 8. It says they hear the words of the Lord, but they will not do them, you know. And how are they hearing the words of the Lord? You know, by the prophets of the Heavenly Father. You know, we tell our people that they're supposed to be in the house of mourning. They're supposed to be repenting unto the God of the Bible, seeking the Lord, you know, before this destruction comes. But they hear those words, but they don't do them, you know. Any more than that? Go on.
This is Luke 1 and 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Yeah, and the Lord, so the scripture just said, as he spake by the mouth, as who spake? Yahweh, the Yahweh by Shemel Shai, you know? He spake by the mouth of his holy prophets since the world began, you know? So in 2019, you know, on the rise of 2020, you know, the Lord isn't changed. You know, he's still speaking through his prophets. He's still speaking through the men, you know, that you despise, you know? Okay.
Verse 71, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the...
Yeah, that we should be saved, you know, from our enemies. You know, when you hear that, you're supposed to be piping. You're supposed to be rejoicing. You're supposed to be dancing, you know? That Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to save us from the so-called white man and these heathen nations. You know, who are the heathens? Because we don't go into them enough. You got the so-called Jew-eating Africans, the die-head East Indians, the smelly Arabs, you know, the Hawaiians, aka the Samoans, you know. You got the so-called Chinese, so-called Japanese, you know, because we are not African, you know, because we are the children of Israel.
It says, Luke 1 and 71.
And the so-called white men. Slakia.
It says that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us.
Yeah, in the hand of all that hates us, you know. Here it is, they throwing chemtrails in the air. They're putting fluoride in the water. They're feeding our people GMO foods. That is a sign of hate right there, you know. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, verse 72, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant.
Yeah, exactly. Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's performing his mercies right now by allowing us to begin to build the kingdom of heaven, you know, to allow us to come back to the knowledge of the truth, you know. Because it's in increments, you know. The kingdom of heaven is already being built, you know. Yahweh Shemel Shai has already begun to build his kingdom, you know. And every society has to start with the people first, you know. It's only when we get delivered out of America, the Lord is gonna bring us back to the promised land, you know, and everything that we everything that soles our feet touch is gonna be ours, you know.
Last verse. It says the oath which he swore to our father Abraham.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So going back to Ezekiel 33 and 31, it says, and they came unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people.
Yeah, you got Jake. They be watching all the videos, you know. They're watching all the videos. They hear the apostles, oh, don't do this, you know. Your brother shouldn't be, you know, eating all these abominable foods. Brothers shouldn't be smoking weed, smoking cigarettes, you know. But what? They still do them, you know. They don't care. You know, they waiting for the next Edomite to come up so they can get some entertainment out of the words of the Lord. Go ahead.
Yep. It reads on Ezekiel 33 and 31. It says, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Mm-hmm.
For with their mouth they show much love.
Yeah, and, you know, shalom, you know. They pass by, they might put shalom on the comment board, you know, edifying video, you know, like the video. You know, there's a lot of people who are men worshipers, you know, instead of worshiping Yahweh by Shem Shai, you know, they drive up and down the street, you know, they honking the horn, you know, that's with their mouth, they're showing much love.
It says, but their heart goeth after their own covetousness, and lo, thou art unto them is a very lovely song.
See, this word is a very, very, very lovely song, you know. The word, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the truth, you know. This is a song, you know.
Right.
But to our people, they just love to hear the song, you know. In the song is commandments, you know, things you're supposed to be doing, you know. Jake loves to hear that they're the best cooks, you know. That they're somebody. Watching the videos for motivational purposes, you know. This word is supposed to motivate you to seek the Lord.
It reads on Ezekiel 33 and 32. It says, and lo, thou art unto them is a very lovely song, of one that have pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you might like a song, you know, it might talk about something. It don't mean you're gonna, it might be talking about driving fast on the highway. You might not, you know, drive fast on the highway, you know? Just like this word, you know? The Lord, you know, is telling our people, you know, week in and week out through his prophets, that definite destruction is coming to America, you know? That calamity, there's gonna be a famine that comes to the shores of America, that many people are gonna die on a famine. Your best friend that you knew for the longest of time is gonna betray you, you know. The so-called white man whom you love is gonna be hauling you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans off into concentration camps, you know, and kill them via the guillotine, you know. These are things that we're telling our people, but they're not taking warning.
The charge is going down.
That's all right.
Okay. Just make sure it's on. Press the button on on the portable charger. You see the bars?
Yeah, all four of them. It's on 20% now. It was just on like 70.
Speak to us,
Come on. Hey, get that Matthew 15 and 7. Hold this, bro.
Come.
This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 17. 27. Ye hypocrites, well did Messiah prophesied of you.
Yeah, ye hypocrites. You know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are a bunch of hypocrites. And what's a hypocrite? A hypocrite is an actor, a phony, a fake. You know?
Saying, this people draw nigh unto me with their mouth.
Yeah, this people, talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you draw nigh unto the Lord with your mouth, you know? Oh, I love the Lord, you know? Oh, pray, you know, they always giving praises to the Lord, you know?
And honoreth me with their lips.
And honoreth me with their lips, you know? Oh, that was you know, it's just enough, enough lip service, you know? That's what our people do. They do lip service.
but their hearts are far from me.
But their hearts, aka it goes back to the Hebrew word lab, which means your mind, is far from the Lord, you know? You know, when the video goes off, you're not thinking about the Lord, you know? When you're in throughout the day-to-day life, you know, you're not thinking about Yahweh Shema Shai. Is it good now?
I'm waiting for it to go up. It hasn't went down yet though.
Okay.
This is James chapter 1, verse 22.
Start 21.
Verse 21. Wherefore lay apart filthiness and all superfluity of naughtiness.
Yeah, wherefore lay apart filthiness, you know? The ways of this world. So this world, get Micah 2 and 10, you know? It says, wherefore lay apart all filthiness. You know, we're going to get what the filthiness is. The filthiness is the ways of America, the things that it promotes.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Yeah, so you're supposed to arise and depart. You know, that means you're supposed to get on, you know, take the bus to the nearest train station or to the nearest docks in docks out of America? No. You know, it means you're supposed to arise and depart out of that deep slumber that you're in. You know, our people are asleep. You gotta rise to the light, you know, which is this truth. You know, Lord Yahushua, and come back and serve Him and depart from the ways and wickedness of America. You know, they just came out with a picture that the Virgin Mary is a
JJ.
What is it, clitoris or
JJ.
yeah, I forgot the
Uterus.
uterus. You know, is a woman's uterus.
Clitoris.
Clitoris.
Yeah.
Yeah, a woman's.
Yeah, it's start with an F.
My phone. Somebody look it up. If they can. But it really ain't that serious.
Yeah, I mean, brother knows what we mean.
The woman's private area.
Yeah.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Yeah, because this is not your rest, you know? We're not supposed to be getting comfortable here. The scriptures say what? The captive hasteth to be free, you know? And we are captive here in America, you know? We are, and we are yet this day in our captivity, serving out a punishment, you know? The fact that the Lord has given us an opportunity to repent unto Him, that He's given us this knowledge again, we should be seizing the moment, you know? A majority of our people are not seizing the moment, you know?
I got a quick precept.
Okay.
Because, and this, you know, I'm bringing this precept out because we're bringing out Micah 2 and 10, right?
Mhm.
Arise and depart, because it's not our rest. But the thing is, you know, the scriptures tell us why this is not our rest. And this is one of the reasons why this place is not our rest. This is Haggai, the book of Haggai, chapter 1, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Ye have sown so much and bring in little.
Yeah, we so much, you know. Brothers be working. I know, Jake, they be working 50, 60, 70 hours a week, you know. But what? Where are they at? They still at the same job for a whole year, same job, you know. Because, you know, they so much and bring in little, you know. These jobs don't pay nothing, you know. Not only that, everything is going up, you know. Everything is so expensive.
Right.
You know, I was talking to this Philippine, you know, he was like, oh, we're good, you know, like, he was like, you know, you don't gotta pay for rent, you know, he was like, you don't gotta pay taxes. He said you just pay a one-time fee every year, you know, it's real low, it's real affordable, you know. But the fact that this so-called white man is charging you every month for rent, you know, it's crazy.
Hey, look, the more you work, right, the more overtime you work, the more you get taxed. You sowing so much, but it's not even working overtime because they're taking out 75% of your overtime.
Yep. If you work 10 hours overtime, they'll take the whole 10 hours and just give you what you should have made at 40 hours regardless, you know? Look at your pay stubs, you know?
That's right. This is Haggai 1 and 6. Ye have shown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
Yeah, you eat, you go into the fridge of your house, there ain't no there ain't no groceries. You gotta scrapulate something together, you know, just so you can have a meal for the night, you know. Cause damn, you go through $500 worth of groceries in 1 month with no problem, you know. Especially if you got a family, probably even more, you know. It's ridiculous living here in America.
And look, you can go to the grocery store and look, you're just getting the necessities, man. You're barely getting the necessities to last you another week, man. You know what I'm saying? You go to the store, you know you need more than what you got in your cart, but you don't have the money to even, you know what I'm saying, to get it.
Yep.
So that, you know, look, why get comfortable here when you can't live comfortable, man?
Yep. And you got some Jakes, they got, you know, decent jobs. You got some Jakes, they got decent jobs and whatnot. You know? No. I said you got some guys, they have decent jobs, but you know, who cares? You know, because at the end of the day, it's not gonna mean anything. You know?
It says Haggai 1:6. It says, "But ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink."
Yeah.
You know, look, goes back to even, you know, the food and drink situation, man. You know, and that's even on spiritual too, on a spiritual aspect, man. You know, here it is now that the word is out here. Jake don't want it, you know, but that's twofold in a sense, man. You know, you work so much and bring in little, man. You don't have enough to even get the necessities you need, like food and water, man. It says, "Ye clothe you, but there is none warm." Yeah, you know, you don't have enough winter gear for the winter seasons. You know, they got a thing out here called coats for kids. You know, and who's in the line for the coats for kids, man? Jake. You know, because Jake don't have the money to go out and get these new jackets, man. To get clothes. Jake grow every year. You know what I'm saying? They can't wear the same jacket they was wearing last year. You know, they've grown out of it, man. Their parents can't afford it. Because why? They got to keep the lights on. Got to pay the rent, pay the mortgage, things of that nature, man.
Even then, these coats are, bro. These coats are expensive. You know. Have you brothers been to a shopping store? You know, you gotta go to like a TJ Maxx or a Burlington coat factory, you know, to try to get a deal on something. Even then, them jackets like $40-50, you know. The quality is not all that great, you know. It's expensive for a good quality jacket here in Babylon. It's like $200-300 for a good warm jacket. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you pay for it. It says Haggai 1:6, "But there is none warm, and he that earn wages to put into a bag with holes."
A bag with holes, you know. Here it is. I got $1,000. You got $1,000, right? You put it into a bag, it's gone. What you gotta do with that? You gotta pay $1,000 minimum on rent, $1,500 minimum on rent every month.
Yeah.
You only making. That's why a majority of the people they try to marry up, you know, so they can have two incomes. Cause you can't do it on your own, you know.
Even then, that's not enough, man.
It really ain't.
You know, Jake out here working 2 or 3 jobs, and they're still part of the working poor, man.
Yep.
They're still part of the working poor, and that's mainly Israelites, man.
Yep. You know, they got something called the working homeless over there in California.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. You know, Pastor Hart put a video, and he did a lesson on it, and he put one of the links in the description box about what is going on in California, like the brothers going into, man. You know, you got Jake living over there on the street corners in California. You know, they're living in their cars. You know, I was watching a documentary, and one of the women, okay, Maria, was living out of a minivan, man. You know, and she had herself, she had a pallet, she had all her, you know, her bed set up, you know, little snacks and food. You know, had her little mace or whatever, in case somebody tried to jump in. Look, man, these curses are upon Jake, man. Jake is going through these things, man. You know, and we're trying to tell our people, you know, to come repent, don't get comfortable here, man.
Yeah.
It all goes back to what the brothers reading, Micah 2:10. not to get comfortable here, man. How can you be comfortable and you're living out of your car? And real fast, that same documentary, Jake was homeless with his woman, and his woman was pregnant, and they was living in some made shack with bed bugs, man. But yet everyone wants to continue to live here, man. Our people are dead. It's not a place to be comfortable. That was it. That was it.
Micah chapter 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Yeah, for this is not your rest, you know. Bro, a beautiful precept. You're going into your enemy. You're going to your enemy for the one of all things, you know. You can't have anything here. We gotta get out of this place, you know. Brothers getting sick on just by breathing in the air, you know. By eating the food, your body is breaking down, you know. This place has to go.
Your body breaking out of plastic. Only makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it is polluted.
Yeah, it's polluted. This place is polluted. It's filthy, you know. Really the definition of that word polluted. You know? This place is polluted. Babylon the Great, aka America, is polluted by all the philosophies, all its false doctrines. It's a lie that has taught the world, you know, to be in the spirit as do as thou wilt. This is what Babylon the Great has taught our people.
Oh.
Okay. This definition of polluted, it says contaminated with harmful or poisonous substance. Yeah. So this place is contaminated with harmful and poisonous substance, you know. And when something's poisonous, that means what? It can kill you, you know. You following the ways of America is gonna bring harm to you, you know. You putting a Christmas tree up in your house, you know, that has potential to bring harm onto you. Why? Because Yahweh Shema Shai, the judge of the earth, is gonna judge you Israelites for your wickedness.
And like I said, the red stripes and white stripes and the stars on the flag, it should be a skull and crossbones. Because it promotes death, you know? And there's nothing but death in this land, man.
Yep.
Especially for our people.
Like the pirate ships.
Yeah.
Yep.
It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
Yeah, this place is polluted with a harmful substance, you know, that's poisonous, you know, the doctrine of Esau, you know, the so-called white man. So once again, do as thou wilt, that whatever feels good, do it. Oh, if it comes to your mind, that's your spirit, that's your inner man telling you should do it, you know. And that has destroyed our people. Living in that way, living in that lifestyle, that's crazy. Here it is, our people fight tooth and nail every season to go buy all these gifts for the kids. You know, they putting lights up in the house. They're making deals with the electric company. Hey, I'm gonna have my lights up this year, so my light bill's gonna be higher. You know, I'm gonna start a payment plan with you guys. You know, they catching up into the next year. You know, to do it all again. Go ahead. A little bit more, even more sword destruction. Really?
Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
And, you know, if I may say, you know, our people look at us crazy for telling them there's better days to come. Not to think so simple. You know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show that this witchcraft that the email has promoted has actually worked on our people, man. They don't see a future than what's before their eyes, man. They think after they die, you know, they either go to heaven or hell. You know what I'm saying? But look, they don't understand what's coming in the kingdom of heaven, man. They don't understand we're going to be ruling. We're going to be the head nation, man. They don't understand that this is a slavery sentence, man. Pretty much for our people for going off, man. That was it.
What, Dave?
James chapter 1, verse 21. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness.
Yeah, all filthiness, the ways of America. Oh, Romans 12:2. You know, so you lay apart all filthiness, you know, and the only thing that's going to be able to allow you to lay apart all filthiness is you being washed by the word of the Lord. Get Psalms 118:9. What was that? Go get Romans 12.
This Romans 12:2, it says, and be not conformed to this world.
Yeah, so don't be with the form, you know, with the fashion of this world, you know, because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, you know. And on his, you know, in Esau Edom, the so-called white man's rulership, a wicked vibration has gone forth across the planet Earth. You got McDonald's, you got Burger King, you know, all these, all this, McDep, all this, you know, food that's killing you, you know. Burger kill you. I got a definition of conform. It says, it reads, be similar in the form or type, agree, behave according to socially acceptable standards, you know? And what socially acceptable standards here in America? Being a sodomite, you know? Allowing your woman to be equal or above a man, you know? For allow your children to do whatever they want because they're old enough, they should be allowed to do whatever they want, you know. It's their life, you know.
Hey, look, I know brothers done seen it. I know brothers might have heard about it, but you know the whole Dwayne Wade situation, man. Where he's coming out and he's like, you know, I gotta be more educated on, you know, my son, the lifestyle that he chose. But look, that's part of the ways of this world. That's conforming to the ways of this world, accepting it, man. And we all know that was a sacrifice that he had to do. We know that. The men of the Lord know that. Okay? But the point is, you know, that goes all back to the scriptures, man. And how our people are destroyed, man. Okay? As it tells you in Hosea 4:6, man. You got something else? You got it?
Yeah, just that.
Dwayne Wade perspective changes as he watched son become into who she now is, man. How you gonna, you can't go from a man, a boy to a girl, man.
That shit give me chills when you said that. Give me chills when you said that. That was disgusting.
You know? But that goes back to Romans the 12th chapter. The brothers bring it out, man. You can't conform to this, man. This promotes death. That's another Israelite that's not going to reproduce and be fruitful like the Lord told us to. Why? Because of the ways, the mindset of this world, man. Conforming to it. Water, bro. So going back, it's Romans 12:2. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Yeah, so you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are supposed to be transformed, you know? Because this death style that America is promoting is not going to profit you anything. Yahweh Shai said he came to give life, and now our people might have it more abundantly, you know? The Lord gave us these commandments, these laws, you know, a way of doing things on the earth for a purpose, for a reason, you know? The Lord wants the earth in harmony, you know? What was the Lord's prayer? You know, that thy will be done on earth as is in heaven. You know, why is that? Because there's order in the heavens. There's harmony in the heavens, you know? And that's what the Lord desires. That's what our Lord desires to happen down here on this earth. But we got, you know, 2/3 of the ones, the rebellious niggas, you know, have to be put down.
This is Romans 12:2. It says, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
Yeah, so only by the words of the Lord are we going to be able to come back onto Him, you know? Are we going to be able to, you know, make a change that is acceptable in the eyes of the Lord? You got Psalms, bro?
Yeah, this Psalms chapter 119, verse 9. Wherewith shall a young man cleanse his way?
Yeah, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way, you know? Because we've all been polluted, you know? By the ways of America.
Shimon.
up a little bit? You mean just big ones up for a little bit. You good right there? You good? Read it again, bro, from the top.
Psalms 119, verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
Yeah, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? You know, that's why Scripture says, "Seek not, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth." You know, we're supposed to be seeking the Lord as a young man. You know, because what this place is polluted. You know, America. You know, its philosophy it is all polluted us at a certain point in our lives. You know, but what we were cleansed by the word of the Lord. Oh, you want to read the definition of cleanse? I can read it.
I got you. Okay. Cleanse is a verb. Make something, especially the skin, thoroughly clean. It says clean up, wash, bathe, rinse, disinfect, sanitize. The sanitize is bad.
It said disinfect, you know?
Disinfect, yeah, that's a good one too. And what's doing that, man? The word.
Yeah.
You know, this world, this place is polluted, like I told you in Micah. And how do you get cleansed, man?
Yeah, how do you bathe yourself?
Right.
You know? It's not, you know, it's not getting baptized into water. Paul said that the Lord did not send me to baptize, but to preach the gospel. You know?
It says purify.
Purify. You know, so wherewithal shall a young man purify his ways to be pure? The Lord said, be ye pure, even as I am pure. You know? What, bro?
Is it smooth?
Taking heed unto,
Read from the top.
this is Psalms 119 and 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
Yeah, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? Go ahead, bro.
By taking heed thereto according to thy word.
By taking heed to the word of the Lord. You know, look up that definition for taking heed. It means to what? It means to not only listen, but to do the things that are being spoken. You know, so not only do you hear the word of the Lord, but you live this word. You know, you live by the word of the Lord. Man shall not live by bread only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord shall man live. You know, this is supposed to be our life.
I got a precept for you.
Okay.
Sirach 38:10. Leave off from sin and order thy hands aright.
So leave off from sin. What sin? Sin is breaking the law, statutes, commandments of the Bible. Every time you consume pork, you're committing sin. Every time you sleep with another man's woman, you're committing sin. You know? Hey,
And you know,
yeah.
to get in, to go even deeper into pork, because you know when we say pork, Jake thinks simple, man. They think, oh, some bacon, some ham, but you gotta go deeper than that. If you order a pepperoni pizza, that's pork. If you get hot dogs, 9 times out of 10 they're not beef, that's pork.
even if they are beef, their casing
Yeah, exactly.
is pork.
Exactly. Cut.
Jello.
You see?
Yep. And a lot of gelatin products go back to, you know, gelatin just means, you know, animal bones, but a majority of those animal bones that they're using are from pigs, you know? They even show you a video on how Skittles are made, I believe. It was Skittles, you know, or Starburst, you know, and they show you the backward process of being made. And then at the end of the video, they show a damn pig, you know? This is the source of it. You know, why didn't they show the video backwards, you know? They probably won't watch it. Yeah.
Right. You know, but just to bring out that fact, you know, for the newcomers in this truth, man, you know, you gotta really
Do your research.
do your research, man. You know, and really look at what you're taking into your body. You know, now we can't, you know, find out everything on this side, but to the best of your ability, man. You know, just look at the label packaging, you know, and see what things say. You know, the brother Azab was bringing out, you know, it may say chicken sausage, all right, but what is cased in pork, man? They use the pig's intestines to case it with. And that's how we know this man is the devil, man. So going back, this is Sirach 38:10, leave off from sin and order thy hands aright. and cleanse thy heart from all wickedness. Right, cleanse your mind. Okay, that's what the word heart means in Hebrew, lab, which is your mind. You gotta cleanse it through this word, man. This word is what cleans you, man. You know, you got Jake going to these harlot houses, these churches, and getting dipped in some cold water. Okay? That's not being cleansed, man. You know? You have to renew your mind, your thought process, man. Okay? A lot of brothers going to sin is breaking the law, statutes, commandments, transgression, man. That lets you know right there that the law's not done away with, man. That's why people are still out here filthy, man. You know? You remember what time frame?
No, you broke it down. You got it. Yeah. I mean, unless you want to read it again.
I didn't drop it. Go get that up. You said you was asking for it?
Yeah.
This is St. John 15:3.
Get Ephesians 5:26 first.
In that verse?
Nah, just call it out.
Okay. This is St. John 15:3. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
Yeah, by the words of the Lord, you know? And, you know, not only hearing the words, you know, but doing them. Now are you clean by taking action. The Lord is looking for the true worshipers to serve him in the spirit and in truth, you know? Not by carnal means, you know? Oh yeah, I'm committing this act in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this, you know? I'm gonna go beat up some sodomites for the Lord. No, you shouldn't be doing that, you know? Scriptures say, be at peace with all men if it be possible.
And that's the thing. Jake wants to serve the Lord in their own way, their own fashion. You can't do that, man. You can't do that, man. That's why the scriptures tell you, Proverbs 3 and 5, trust in the Lord all thy heart and lean not unto thy own understanding, how you want to please the Lord. Like the brother's going to, you know, you may fix somebody, feed the homeless, something like that. That's not pleasing the Lord, man. You know, doing what he commands you is what pleases the Lord, man.
Yeah.
You know, but the scriptures say it's better to obey than to give sacrifice, man.
Yeah. Alright.
Let me finish this out.
Okay.
While you look for it.
Yeah.
This is John, St. John 15:3. Now ye are clean through the word, through soap.
Through the word.
It says now ye are clean through the word. We've been dipped in some water. You know what I'm saying? It says now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. I mean, very early in Luke, the first chapter, the Lord speaks to his prophets, through his men. Okay?
Yep. Alright, quick one.
This is a Baruch 4:4. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us. You know? So the brothers, you know, you're not supposed to be leaning onto your own understanding. The things that please Yahweh Shema Shai, we know them. We know the things that please the Lord, you know? Us come out here making our bodies a living sacrifice. Brothers reading, brothers studying, you know, brothers doing videos, watching videos, brothers acting accordingly in this world, you know, not like a nickard, you know? Like yesterday I had to get on my, you know, I was very impatient, you know, in the traffic scene, and you know, I had Jake in my car with me. I was like, the Jake acted more calm than I did, you know? So you should be checking yourself, you know? You should be examining yourselves.
Each and every day the Lord puts a spirit on us to wake up, man. It's an everyday battle, man. It's an everyday, every hour battle, every minute, every second battle, man. You know? It's tough, man, but look, you gotta try, man. You know?
Yep.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Read it again.
It's Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
Yeah, how you want to please the Lord in your own way, man. You know, well, I'm gonna bake some cookies and take it down to the shelter. You know, well, I'm gonna cook this ham. I'm gonna bake this honey glazed ham and take it to the homeless and feed them. You know what I'm saying? This nonsense, man. That seemeth right unto a man. Go ahead. how you want to please the Lord. When the Lord already gave us the blueprint, man, it tells you that in Romans the 15th chapter, man. The things are written aforetime, written for our learning, man. What to do and what not to do. The Lord always sends an example, man. You know?
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
But the ends thereof are the ways of death. Why? Because you're leaning to your own understanding, man. You know? Leaning to your own understanding starts you to start breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave us, man. You know? For you know, for an example, I had a family member that when I first came to the truth, I was telling about the truth, and I ended up they wanted me to take them food shopping one day. So I took them food shopping, and they're looking at a frozen pizza. They was just looking like, I said, you know that's pork, it has pork in it, right? And they said, well, I haven't had it in a long time, so you know it's not gonna hurt. Leaning into your own understanding, right? Before they even grabbed the door to open it, the pizza box fell. The pizza box fell, man. Knowing what, and that was the Lord right there. That was so spiritual, man. And then they looked at me, and they took the cart and kept on moving. Because they knew what it was, man.
Yeah.
But that individual was leaning into their own understanding, man.
Tempting the Lord.
Yeah, you know. Well, I haven't had it. You're not supposed to have it, period, man. You're not supposed to have pork, period, man. You know. Now, if you go to the store and buy a pack of chicken, all right, and this devil has mixed it, all right, with pork, you know, hey.
You don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. It says chicken, so you buy chicken, but you gotta look as well, though. You know what I'm saying? And things that you don't know may carry pork, you gotta look into it, man.
If I can say something just on that point right there, you know, brothers know the situation I got with the kids all day and stuff like that. I had one of my family members go food shopping for me yesterday, and she brought home some Hot Pockets that said beef, like beef meatball Hot Pockets. But I look on the instructions, and you know, it's like ingredients have pork in it.
Yeah.
And there was somebody that was with me yesterday, and I was like, hey man, I don't eat these. If you eat pork, you know what I'm saying? I mean, these do got pork in them. He was like, nah, I don't eat pork. I was like, oh, then, you know, I'll just throw them away. He was like, but I'm starving, man. You know, so give me. And then he took them from me. He's like, if I ain't gonna starve to death if I
eat this.
Yeah, just because I'm gonna eat pork. Yeah.
He gonna take that chip there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. But it is. Yeah. You know. But that's Jake's mindset, man. And look, that goes back to being like Esau, man. Being like Eve. Because what? He couldn't wait and hold his appetite until the food that Jacob was making was done, man. You know what I'm saying? And now people take on that same spirit, man. I can't wait. Okay. Let it be to your detriment, man. You know?
Yeah, I got a quick one.
Okay.
This is Matthew 10:39. And he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it, you know?
Yep.
And that's what our people are doing. They're trying to find their life here in America, you know? A lot of our people, you know, they fear death, you know? So they're trying to live it up here in America. They're trying to be comfortable here, you know, but you trying to find your life in the ways of under the rulership of the so-called white man, you know, that's going to lead to your death, you know? But the brothers who have given up their lives, they've given up their careers, you know, they might have given up, you know, women, you know, a fancy job,
Yep.
you know, a music career, you know, athletic career, yep. You know, they're going to find their life, and it's going to be an eternal life, you know, that Yahweh Shai, you know, is promised to his men through the Heavenly Father, Yahweh by Shemel Shai. That was it. Yep.
So I was holding.
26. Mm-hmm.
2-3 sessions.
Whoever best want to get first, man, just bring them out.
This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 26. That he might, this is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the word, washing of the water by the word.
It's like really good.
This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it.
Brother, can the brother get that definition of sanctify?
That's,
You know, it says that he might sanctify and cleanse it. You know, let's see what that definition of sanctify actually means. I can read it. Your hands are full. This definition of, if you want to chime in, definition of sanctify, it means to set apart or declare as holy.
So the Lord's gonna set apart, man, the holy, the elect, man, with this word, man. This is what separates us from the world, man. This is what separates us from the world, man. Just keep it down there with you. Keep it down there with you. Yeah. Read again, Brother Sean.
Definition of cleanse or sanctify?
Not the scripture then. Okay.
It's Ephesians chapter 5, verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
Now bring the definition.
Okay, definition of sanctify, it says to set apart as or declare as holy.
Declare as holy. Who is the Lord sanctifying right now, man? The elect. The elect's gonna get this word, man. You know? The elect between the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible, they're going to get this word, man. They're going to be sanctified.
The house of David.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
No, you good, bro. You good.
The house of David. Yep. Another one is it says free from sin, purified.
Look, to free from sin. How do we get free from sin? By knowing what sin is. The Lord gave us this truth back, man. The Lord gave us, He's rewashing us with this word, man. That's how we know what sin is, and we know not to break it to the best of our ability, man.
That's pretty much it. But yeah, like I said, he's setting us apart. He's making, you know, if you love that word holy, it means to set apart, you know, or to separate, you know. The Lord is making us holy by the word. And what is he separating the house of David ultimately from? From the pollution that this world has poured out, you know? This madness. Read it one more time, Bible Shop.
This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
Yeah, so like he's washing, you're being, the brothers in the truth, the brothers of faith, you know? We're being washed, we're being cleansed by the words of Yahweh by Shema Shah. These words are making us holy. These words are separating us from the ways of this world. Because this world is going to face judgment. This world is going to face these calamities that are coming to America. This world is going to face utter destruction by 200 million ICBM nuclear missiles, you know? But he's setting us apart so when Lord Yahweh Shah appears, that we might be found blameless as coming, you know? You want to get St. John 17?
Yeah. St. John 17:17, it says, I read 16.
Okay.
It says, they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Yeah, yep, they are not of the world. Talking about the elect, you know? The elect, the men.
Sorry, 14.
Okay.
It's a lot of good people.
Alright, you can go ahead.
St. John 17:14, I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them.
Yeah, so what? Yahweh Shema Shai have given his men, the elect men, his words, you know, and the world have hated them, you know? That's why they're trying to demonize the truth, you know? They're trying to demonize the men of the Lord, you know? Why? Because you ultimately hate the Lord, you know? You hate Lord Yahweh Shai. Just as when the Lord was on the scene and everyone hated him, you know, his followers, the ones who are living as he lived to the best of their abilities on the planet Earth, you know, or they're going to be hated, you know. It only makes sense, you know. The Lord wasn't loved.
Look, the ones that are clean.
Yep.
You know, the ones that are clean with his word, they're going to hate.
Yeah, they look at, get them dirty. Hey, yo, that guy right there. You gotta get dirty. You know?
Right.
He's not enjoying the party of America.
Right. It says, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Yeah, Yahushua, he wasn't of the world, you know. And what does this world promotes? Partying all the time, you know, living your best life, you know. This world is about the here and now, you know. Scriptures say, set your affections on things above where Mashiach is, you know, and not on things on the earth, you know. The things on the earth are going to pass away. The things on the earth are going to be destroyed. They're temporary.
Yeah, temporal. Like it tells you in Matthew the 6th chapter, you know, store up treasures in heaven, because pretty much the
You
things.
can get that.
You get it?
Yeah, I mean, you can get
After
after
that,
this. Yeah.
Verse,
I was thinking about that before I came.
Spirit. St. John 17:15, I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil.
Yeah, I pray that thou shouldest not take them out of the world, you know. That's why birds haven't, you know, the Lord hasn't called all the birds up into the spiritual realm, you know. But thou shouldest keep them from the evil. From what evil? The evil that's coming to America, you know? The bad times. Evil is a compound word. Eve meaning time and ill meaning bad. So the bad times that are coming to the shores of America and across the four corners of the earth ultimately are because this economic collapse is going to affect all nations, you know. When America is burning up, everyone's catching hell here, it's going to affect everybody, you know.
Hey, look, I saw my son showed me an article where Trump signed a $1 billion what you call it, man? Yeah, to pretty much keep the government up and running until next fall, man. That just goes to show you that this place is getting ready to
A bill.
Yeah, bill. The
Yeah,
water, yeah.
bill.
You know, to keep the government running, man. This place is about to collapse, man. And now people want to get all comfortable here.
Next fall, they say like the months.
Did they say the months? They said to next fall.
Next fall.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So pretty much you can predict that happening, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you know, this dog's gonna be done with, man.
Yeah, fall's like October, something like that. Yeah. Yep. Dollar's almost done. Paper money.
Yep.
We're playing with the game of Monopoly right now, you know? Right.
Right.
You know, they even, for the game of Monopoly, they started having cards now.
What do you mean?
You know, the game has cards now. They have a card.
Oh, wow.
Where you put all the money on the card.
Wow. This is St. John 17 and 16.
Remember that?
15 again?
Yeah.
The last part.
Don't
Yep, it says, I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil.
Yeah, so the men that are being cleansed by the word, the men that took heed to the message, and not only watch, you know, for entertainment purposes, who then make their life, you know, about scoffing and scorning on the comment board, you know, coming up with new ways to debunk the truth, you know. But you can't debunk the truth, you know. If I tell you got 5 fingers, you know, you can't debunk that. It's the truth, you know. Someone come cut it off a little different, but you know, but still, you can't debunk the truth. It's the truth, you know. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Verse 16, St. John 17 and 16. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Yep. Talking about the elect. Go ahead. So the brothers in the faith, you know, we are being sanctified. We're being cleansed. We're arising out of this world, you know, just as Lord Yahushua was not of this world.
Verse 17, the point you wanted. It says, sanctify them through thy truth.
So we're being sanctified by the truth. We're being sanctified. We're being made holy to set apart. You know, we're being separated from the ways of this world. We're being pulled out of this world by the truth, you know? Okay.
It says, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth.
Yeah, thy word is truth. So the words of the Lord is the truth, you know? This word, the words of Yahweh Shema Shai has made us free from this man of sin, you know? From the ways that he promotes, you know? What did the Lord tell Cain? That that sin, you know, if sin shall rule over thee, he shall have dominion over you, you know? That's the ways of our people right now. Because Scripture say, what, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father what you do. So sin is ruling over our people, you know? They're indulged in this lifestyle of sin, you know? But we have been made through the word, you know? Through the words that Yahweh Shema Shai is speaking through the scriptures. Any more on that?
That was it.
Good. What, you got anything more? Good. Oh, we're gonna go back a little bit where we were.
Yep. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, and I'll start at 47, 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
So, is it in the verse 46 that this is being silent?
Yep.
Okay, come on, yep. Read it one more time.
Yep. This is Deuteronomy 28:45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee.
Yes, so what? We are under the curses, you know?
Yep.
So these curses are pursuing us. They have not only pursued, they have overtaken us, you know? The fact that the money system, you know, the fact that we're trusting in our enemies. Scripture say, "Woe to him that go down to Egypt for help." You know, our people, they're trusting in the government. They trust in the so-called white man system. You know, they hate their brother, their neighbors. You know, when you see a nigga on the street, you gotta look at him cross-eyed. You know, to make sure he ain't gonna run up on you. You know, you can't be too friendly. If you're friendly in this world, what do they say? He's soft. You know,
He's sweet.
He's sweet. You know. And you can't just have a normal conversation. You gotta be rough and rowdy with Jake all day. Those are the curses that have fallen upon our people. You know, thou shalt hate thy brother. You know, thy life shall hang in doubt all the day long. You know.
If you notice, I've noticed it before. You'll see it just at work or doing daily errands or whatever, and you're out and you'll see a Jake. He'll be speaking to a Edomite or something like that. You know, in a different tone, different manner, and then when they finish and they walk past you, they're like, you the side eye, like, you know what I'm saying, that evil look, man. Here it is, just a second, you was smiling and talking to this Edomite, and then, you know, when you walk past, they give you the screw look, man.
They like a dog kissing up to his master.
Yeah,
You know, a
yeah,
dog can be
basically,
nice
yeah.
to his master,
Yeah.
but you see somebody else, he'll growl at him.
Yeah,
Who's
yeah.
this guy?
Yeah.
You know? No, that's not true.
Facts, man. It says, Deuteronomy, that was funny to me.
Because it's true, you know?
Yeah.
We have no master but Caesar. That's what our people said when they turned over to the Lord.
Yep. This is Deuteronomy 28:45.
Oh, we were supposed to get Matthew 6.
That's right, 6:19.
Yeah. That was, where I remember.
This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt."
Yeah, so we're not supposed to be laying up treasures upon the earth where moth and rust do corrupt, you know? What was I about to say? Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, "And where thieves break through and steal."
Yeah, well, this money, it depreciates, it devalues by the day.
Yep.
You know, that's why they promote that you put your money into the banks, you know? But what are you doing with that money? You're basically working for free, you know? 'Cause you put your money in the bank, they're taking that money, you know, and they're using it for, you know, to build up their oil industries, to build up their military might, you know? And okay, just think how many people are in your city, you know, and how much money they're actually giving to the banks, you know? And then imagine how much only the small amount of money they're actually holding for you in the vault, you know, in these stores. So that money you give them, you know, is being used for other things.
That's right.
That's why everything's digital, you know?
This is Matthew 6:19. "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal."
They got some money. You ever seen Bad Boys 2? You know, the dude had all the money. The rats were eating his money, you know? This money, this ain't real money. This is paper. You can, you know, I kept my money under the mattress and the house burned down. Then what are you going to do then, you know?
Right.
a robber broke in and robbed me, you know? I had all my money on my kitchen table, you know?
Right.
So we're not supposed, I'm sorry, bro. So we're not supposed to be laying up treasures upon here on the earth.
Right.
What is that? Proverbs 11:4, 11:7, richest prophet on the day of wrath, 11:4, something like that. Just hold it whenever Shamar you can get it. I believe it's 11:4.
This is Matthew 6:20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Now, how do you lay up for yourselves treasures upon the earth? It's like in the heavens, you know? Do you have a do you have a do you have a digital account? Does the Lord have an account number? You know, you sending your funds to him every weekend? Oh, yeah, I'm good. Y'all just got paid Friday. Let me go ahead and put 25%, you know, into the account of the Lord. He's gonna keep it safe for me up in the heavens. No, by you doing the work, you know, you're gaining you're gaining riches by you studying, by you reading. Just, you know, the parable of the penny. You know, we're looking to receive that penny at the end of the day. You know, which is the kingdom of heaven.
Being brotherly.
Being brotherly.
Charity.
Scriptures say, alms shall deliver thee from death, you know?
That's right.
Being charity, yup.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I want to say. You made a good point. Charity. The scriptures say, if I have not charity, I am nothing, you know? Yep. And this is charity right here, you know? Brothers ain't getting paid. Hey, brothers, you know, we don't got a system ahead of the camp. You know, they're getting money from the apostles, and then the apostles, you know, all right, those guys, they stood out there for how many hours? All right, here goes their cut for the week.
Yeah,
you know, it don't work like that. You know,
spiritual. We got spiritual. Let me finish this real quick. This is my last verse. It says, "For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also."
So where your treasure is, and you know, also a treasure is something you hold valuable. You know, so where your treasure is, if your treasure is in the words of the Lord, you know, if your treasure is in the hope and the promises that the Lord has said to bring, you know, in the understanding of the truth, then what? That's where your heart's gonna be. You're gonna be indulged in this truth, you know. Because at the end of the day, you're always gonna be working. At the end of the day, you know you're gonna get something from it, you know. You know, what we really want is salvation, you know. But the kingdom is just gonna be extra, you know. That's how much the Lord loves his elect, you know. Really, we just want to get saved from this destruction, you know. We want to live in a righteous kingdom.
This is Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love.
Yeah, so the Most High is, yeah, exactly. It's a labor of love. It said, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work in the labor of love. So we working up here, you know, and in any job you get paid, you know. That's why a majority of our people, they're living their wages, you know. Scripture say for the wages of sin is death, you know. So their master, you know, they're being ruled over by sin, you know, and their wage, their payment for that is going to be death, you know. But us, read over time.
I may say, because that goes to show you these other seasonal Israelite groups, they don't love the Lord, man. They don't love the Lord. The scripture said what? The Lord's not going to forget your work and labor of love. You got to love doing this, man. So all you seasonal Israelite camps is now out here week in and week out. When you know what I'm saying? That's not love.
A man may be known by his actions.
That's right. That's right.
You know, you say you love a car. You say you love your car, right?
Right.
That thing is it's dirty. You ain't gonna clean it.
Right.
You know, you say you ain't gonna give it no oil change.
Right.
It's every time you turn on, it's tat 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 tat. You know, it's, you know, if you love something, you're gonna take care of it. You know.
Real quick, you get up to the scriptures. You made a beautiful point, because my brother, you know, he tried and to clean his car, because it was all clean on the outside, but never got the oil change, man. What? And the engine locked up on him, man. You know what I'm saying? So in actuality, he really didn't love that car, man.
Yep.
You know?
That's facts. And just, you know, Jake, they take when you know, if you truly when Jake loves something or is into something, you know, they put their whole spirit into it, you know. So we have to put our whole spirit into serving the Lord. That's why I say, love thy Lord with all thy heart, you know.
But yeah, that's the thing, man. You know, you say you love the Lord, but what are you doing for the Lord, man?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta work, man. You gotta work.
That's right. Read it again, bro.
This is Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love.
Yeah, so the Most High ain't gonna forget your work. You know, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, you could be the best employee on the job, with one call, no show. All right, man. All right, let's see, you know, and after that, you're in bad terms with him for forever, you know. Next slip up, you're fired, you're out of here, you know. But the Lord, you know, the Lord is unrighteous. The Lord's righteous, you know. That's what the scripture's saying. The Lord's righteous, you know. The Lord merciful, you know. Someone look at that definition of righteous, you know.
Yeah, because you made a good point. You'll work for this devil for 29 years, you know. And the 30th, that last year you got before you retire, get your 401k, your pension and all that, they will let you go. Yeah, well, you was making too much money, and we brought in someone new that we can pay half. So, Tremaine, we're gonna let you go. You see? That's how it goes.
Yep. Yeah, they don't want to pay you at the end of the day. It's crazy, yo. You put 30 years of your life into a company, and he doesn't want to pay you.
Yep.
That's crazy right there.
You got it?
I got a definition. It says morally right, justifiable, virtuous, upright, worthy, moral, principled, high-minded, law-abiding, honest, blameless, sinless, pure, noble, rightful,
Nothing that describes Esau.
sensible, acceptable. You know, that's why Lord Yahweh said what? Only the Lord only is good, you know?
It's like it.
I'm saying either official, the RFID ship poster or the chariot poster.
Wow, watch that camera, brother.
No, it's like it.
Yeah, just keep that in your pocket. That was pretty much it for the definition. Who was reading again, bro?
Yeah. Alright. It's Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints.
So we're doing this, it says towards his name, you know? It says, that's why every lesson, you know, we will go all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, you know, by Hashem, Karkwadash. That's what everybody says. You know, brothers don't say Shalom. No, I'm this brother. And today we're going to be going into how the Edomites are our enemies. And let's bring the first precept. No, we are doing this work so that when this judgment, when this death and destruction comes to pass, that our people, they may know, and these heathens also may know who's bringing it, you know?
Right.
That the Yahweh by Shema Shai is the one doing these things, you know? Is that young blood? Alright, any more than that, bro?
Yeah. So good.
You read from top, whoever's in here, bro.
This is Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
Yeah, minister to the saints, aka the Israelites, and do minister, you know? I'm not mistaken, that word minister goes back to teach, you know? So what we are teaching the saints of the Most High, really the saints of the elect, you know?
Right.
The ones who are going to be delivered out of here, you know?
Right.
And that's who we teaching.
Right.
Saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. They ain't talking about all Jakes. No, it's talking about the ones who are going to receive salvation on the chariots what the world England calls UFOs.
That's right. That was on that? Both of them. Give me Deuteronomy 28:45 and Baruch 3 and 8. Baruch 3 and 8. It's going. Is it rolling?
Yeah, we still rolling.
Okay, good. Oh, you let the brother go with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to use first room? Okay, we gonna go.
Okay.
That's what we got.
Yeah. Just set it down, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, man, you know, we gotta tell our people that, you know, not to be comfortable here, man. See, we were set up here for going off, for breaking the law, statutes, commandments of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. We went off as a people, and the Bible tells us about it, man. And what will be happening to us in the latter times, man.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee.
That's right, man. The curses, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And shall pursue thee.
Yeah, it's gonna chase you, man. You know? That's why Jake tries to save their lives, man. You know, these athletes, these entertainers, okay? The ones about people that sell out, all right? They try to save their lives here in America, man. But it don't matter. The curses are still gonna pursue you because you're an Israelite, man. You got these entertainers. Matter of fact, it was one of these NBA players that moved out to California. Come closer, brother. But he had nigger wrote on his house, man, when he moved out there, man. And this dude was a millionaire, man. I forgot what basketball player it was, man. I don't know if it was LeBron James. No, I think it was LeBron James, man. I think this happened like when he first moved to LA. He got his Negro wake-up call, man. His Israelite wake-up call, man. No matter where you go, look at Oprah, man. When she went into that store, I think it was Cross Seas, and they follow her around like she was about to steal something, and she could have bought the whole store. You know what I'm saying? But what is the curses, man? You know? Being a reproach, a proverb, man. All right? They're going to pursue you. That's how we know who the Israelites are, man. Ain't no curses pursuing Amalek. Okay? The curses are pursuing Israel, man. The so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans as a sign, as the scripture's going to go into. Go ahead.
It says, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Yeah, and overtake us, man, until we are destroyed, man. And look, Jake has been destroyed, man. We're in the hoods, okay? We're in the revs, barrios, okay? Strung out on Esau's witchcraft, just drugs, alcohol, okay, GMO foods. Why? Because we went off. You know? Go ahead.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh Elohim to keep his commandments and his statutes which he have commanded thee.
Yeah, see, the Lord has commanded us. Look, man, we are a special people, man. Okay, the Lord has commanded us to conduct ourselves in a different fashion, man. And it's to do what he commanded us to do, man. Matter of fact, get Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 real fast. Because this is what we're supposed to be doing as Israelites, man. It's not to be comfortable here, trying to be rappers, okay, trying to be athletes and entertainers, okay, shucking and jiving for Esau and these other nations. No, man. That's not what we're put here to do, man.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13.
Come on, close, brother.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Shai.
Who the world even calls God and Jesus Christ. We know the names of the Heavenly Father, the only begotten Son now. It's not God, it's not Jesus. Okay? It's Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
And keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments, man. Go ahead.
But this is the whole duty of man.
So this is what we're supposed to be doing as Hebrew Israelites, man. Alright? keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Bible, man. And look, it goes back to the whole situation with Dwayne Wade was bringing out earlier, man. He's not fearing the Lord, because if he was fearing the Lord, he wouldn't be down with the ways of this world, man. He wouldn't be getting comfortable here and trying to accept his quote unquote daughter now. Okay, all that's against the scriptures, man. Like we read in Romans, be not conformed to this world, man. You know? But Jake wants to conform, man. A lot of people want to conform, and you wonder why you're in the condition that you're in, man.
That's right.
You got something else?
All right, once again.
Read it one more time.
Yep, this is the book of Ecclesiastes 12:13.
Yeah.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Yeah, to wrap everything up, to sum everything up, what we was put here on this earth to do as Israelites, man. Hebrew Israelites. We're not black, okay? We're Hebrew Israelites. Okay, go ahead.
Fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Fear, be terrified, man.
That's right.
And look, that should make these other nations feel our power, man. Look at the condition that he brought his own people in, man. You know, the bottom of the barrel. Okay, the quote-unquote scum of the earth. Our power did it to his own people, man. And yet no one wants to fear. Even these nations don't want to fear, man. You know? But that's what we're supposed to be doing, man. Being greatly terrified of someone or something that can cause harm to us, man. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua has caused harm to us, man. Because we chose not to hearken to him, man. Go ahead.
And keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty of man, the Israelite man. All right. So you wonder why your predicament you're in? Okay, why we're the first fight, last hired. Okay, why we just can't get over the hump? It's because we went off, man. Go back. 3:45.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee,
right,
till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Which we just read in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. That's the whole duty of man. Okay? Not to be sending your kid out to college. Okay? Trying to make a better life here in America. Well, I want my child to live better than how I came up. If that's not what the Lord wants, it's not going to happen, man. We good? We still rolling? Okay, come on. Matter of fact, just, I got it. Just stay on the camera, bro.
Gotcha.
Come on. Go ahead.
Verse 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
Look, it shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder. Under who, man? The Israelites, man. You know, what curses is falling those Jewish rats over there in the land of Israel, man? Ain't no curses upon them, man. We know who we are now, man. We're not black. We're not Latino, okay? We're not Native American. We're the Israelites, man. And we know that through the curses, man. There will be a sign and a wonder. Wow, look at these great people that's been brought down low to nothing, man. Go ahead.
And upon thy seed forever.
Look, and upon thy seed. You know? Well, I'm sending my kid off to college because they need a better life than what I had. Well, these curses are going to be upon your seed as well, man. You know? Every Israelite that's walking the face of the planet right now is up under these curses, and you can see them, man. You can see them, man. You can go to you can go to China and spot the Israelites, man. You can go to Africa and spot the Israelites, man. Okay? You can go to, where else? Spain, Philippines. Okay, and spot who the Israelite foreigners are, man. You know? Because we were scattered as part of the curses. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not Yahweh thy power.
Yeah, we chose not to serve the Most High, man. Okay? A bunch of hypocrites, man. You know? We'll hearken to the Lord just to get us out of trouble, man. You know? Just to save us from whoever was taking us down, man. And then once he does that, we will go right back to that filth, man. Worshiping other false idols and gods, the gods of the heathens, man. And then what? We go right back into captivity, man. You know? Go ahead.
Because thou servest not Yahweh thy power with joyfulness.
See, we're supposed to be serving the Lord joyful, man. You know, the Lord could have chose one of the other heathen nations to be his people, man. But he chose us, man. Shit, if anything, we should be shucking and jiving for that, man. Being happy for that, man. You know? But nah, we're not happy. Nah, that's just not enough for Jake, man. You know? Go ahead.
And with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
So since we didn't serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai with happiness and joy in heart, you know what I'm saying? It's a consequence for that, man. It's a consequence for that. Go ahead.
I mean, for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee.
Yeah, so since we chose not to serve the Lord said, look, okay, I'm going to raise up these heathens, man. And the chief one is the Edomites, man. Okay? The basis of men, and you're going to serve them. You know? And look, as the scripture's going to go into, man, we got to go there for everything, man. When the Lord was providing everything for us, man. You know? And look, when we was delivered out of Egypt, what happened, man? We went into the wilderness and Jake was still complaining, man. Yeah. Still complaining, man. Like what more could the Lord show our people, man? That he loves them, man. Took us out of hardcore bondage, man. Oh, we ain't eating enough. We ain't drinking enough. Yeah, but your back's arrested. Your feet are arrested. You got your children. You know what I'm saying? You're out of the clutches of these heathens, man. Jake was still thinking about the herbs and food that it was getting back there in Egypt, man. The fish, yeah, good fish. You know what I'm saying? Jake just couldn't be content, man. Jake just couldn't be content, man. You know? Read that scripture from the top.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 47. Because thou servest not Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
Go ahead.
For the abundance of all things.
Yep.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
Not your friends, not your pals, not your buddy, not your homie, but your enemies, man. Someone who is not for your betterment. Go ahead.
Which Yahweh shall sin against thee in hunger.
Look, that the Lord's gonna sin against us in hunger, man. Look, who do we go to for food, man? You know, Jake going to a local McDonald's, okay? Your local supermarkets, okay? But you're not owned by Jake, man. They're not owned by Israelites, man. The ones in there is working are Israelites, man. You know, you go to McDonald's and who you'll see nothing but a bunch of so-called Negroes and Latinos in there working, man. You know, and then who's the manager? Who's the supervisor? Who's the boss? An Edomite, man, or some Moabite, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to go to them for food, man. Oh, well, okay, well, Jake said, well, I got a garden. Who you get the seeds from, man? Who you get them GMO seeds from, man? Exactly. So look, man, we have to go to this devil for everything, man. Go ahead.
And in thirst.
Look, and in thirst. And look, it's bottled water right here. Where do you think brothers got it from? You think they got their own little creek or water system? Okay, and they're bottling it up for brothers? No, man. We had to go to the store and get it, man. You know, we didn't manufacture these water bottles, man, and put them on the shelves to sell. Okay, give out the brothers. Go ahead.
And in nakedness.
Look, clothing, man. You know? going back to the situation with the food, man. Yeah, you may make your own clothes. Where you get the materials from, man? All these store shops, man. Okay, you gotta go to Esau. Okay, the scriptures say the earth was given to the hands of the wicked. He's the wicked, man. So everything that we want and need, we got to go to him for it, man. Why? Because we chose not to hearken, man. We chose not to do something so simple as keeping the law, statutes, commandments, man. What the Lord say? Yeah, I'm roughly paraphrasing. You know, law's not grievous. You know what I'm saying? Like, how hard is it to get some steak rather than pork? How hard is it to get some fish with scales rather than shrimp? You know, it's not hard, man. You know, Jake just see what's on TV and go and get it, man. And what's put on TV? Abominable foods, man. You know? So pretty much, you know, everything that we pretty much have, we'll have to go to this devil for, man. You know? Yeah, Jake have clothing shops, right? But where who did he get the clothes from? You know what I'm saying?
Contracts.
Exactly. Say it loud, little brother.
Who they get the contracts to sign it from?
Exactly.
To own that building.
Exactly.
Who they get the consent from?
Exactly. All from Esau. You know? Go ahead, brother.
And in nakedness, and in the want of all things.
Yeah, so pretty much to wrap it up, and the want of all things. Keep going. Is that it on that?
No.
Yeah, keep going.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Yeah, a yoke of iron, man. And look, you know, for the listeners, just type in yokes of iron, and see what people comes up, man. Okay. You're gonna see so-called Negroes. You know, you may see some natives, you may see some Latinos, but you're gonna see Judah, man. Mainly Judah, man. Go ahead.
Until he have destroyed thee.
And we have been destroyed. That's why you don't see the yokes of iron on our necks no more, man. Because Esau has our people up here, man. He got that live, man. He got that heart, you know. That's why brother brought out earlier. I had read it, but that Romans the 12th chapter, man. Be not conformed to this world. Micah 2:10, man. Okay, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, man. It's polluted, man, and this place has polluted the minds of our people to the point where they can't keep something so simple as refraining from the abominable foods, man. You know, but yet, because we went off, we got to go to this E. You know, madman E for the warning of all things. You got a precept? Yeah. But yeah, man, you know, just letting Jake know, look, the reason why you're in the position you're in is because you went off, man. You know? It's not the color of your skin, all right? It's not, it's your spirit, man. It's who you are as a people, man. The Israelite got curses upon them, man. Okay? Even up until this very day, as it tells you, bring up Baruch. Bring up Baruch. And,
the camera's kind of dark.
It'll come back to you. It's dark?
Yeah.
How dark?
Let me see it from this perspective.
But go up.
Yeah.
You turn the flash on already. It's darker than usual.
Yeah, that is. That's weird.
No, winter solstice is.
You read 8.
Yep. It's Baruch chapter 3, verse 8.
Right.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Yeah, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, man. What's captivity, man? Slavery, man. Okay, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you're not free, man. You know? You're not free, man. And you don't realize that because the yokes of iron are off your neck, man. When we had the yokes of iron on our neck, we knew we wasn't free, man. You know? We have been completely destroyed as a nation okay, for going against the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we are going so far away from the Lord, man. You know, to the point where this devil has destroyed our people's mind, to the point where they don't even think they're in slavery, man. But the scriptures tell us we're in slavery, man. Go ahead.
Where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
Yeah, scattered us, man. The transatlantic slave trade, okay, the Sahara slave trade, okay, we have been transported from one end of the earth to the other, man, throughout all nations, man. And you so-called Negro Latino Native Americans repent, the Israelites turn back to the God of the Bible while you still have time. We're here to warn our people, man, and Jake don't want to take heed. So when calamity and death, destruction comes upon them, they're going to know what? That a prophet had been among them, man. Matter of fact, get that real fast. Ezekiel 33, and because we never finished that out. Ezekiel 33, the last verse. Verse 33, gun, the water. See, everything we're telling Jake, they're not going to realize it's the truth until it's too late, man. You know, we're telling that Jake, those Jakes to repent, and what Jake, he turned his head, man, like, all right, here we go with this. But Jake gonna learn, man. You know what's that saying? Either you gonna learn or you gonna burn. Mm-hmm. You know? 33 and 33.
It's Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come.
Yeah, the prophecies, man. When it comes to pass, lo, it will come. And it's coming, man. Prophecy is speaking loud and clear. The mark of the beast is here, which is the RFID chip. Okay, wars and rumors of wars is here. World War III is on the rise. Shalom, brother. Hey. Shalom, brother. Shalom. Get well, brother. Go ahead.
Then shall they know that the prophet has been among them.
Yeah, then they're going to know the prophet among them, man. When they're caught up in Jacob's trouble, okay, when they're being carted off these concentration camps, they're going to remember our faces, man. They're going to remember the time that they walked past the servants of the Lord, man. The men of the Lord, man. And they're going to say, dang, I should have hearkened, man. You know? Something so simple as taking 5 minutes out of your so-called busy day. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. That was on that?
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to that Baruch.
Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Behold.
I just wanted to bring that out real fast, man, because, you know, we're here to warn our people. We're here to, this is the love right here, man. This is the charity, that's right, man, to our people, and they don't want it, man. They don't want it. They think they got it already, man. Like we brought out earlier, well, we quoted it, leaning out to our own understanding, man. Go ahead.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. Where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
Yeah, a reproach, man. Okay? And a curse, a proverb, you know, a byword, and a curse, the curses, man. That's how we know who the Israelites are, man. Look, for signs, man. You know, people read the scripture, well, I wonder who the Israelites are today. Well, look at the curses, man. Who do they fit, man? You know? Do these curses fit Moab, the so-called Chinese? No. Why? They can come over here, open up a business in an Israelite neighborhood, okay, and thrive, man. Ham, the so-called Africans, they can come over here, set up shop, and thrive, man. Okay? Along with all these other nations, man. Go ahead.
And to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of their fathers.
Yeah, because slaves, you know, slaves work. And we're subject to payments, man. We're up under the rule of these payments because you got to have a place to live. Okay? You know, you got to have water, okay, food, raiment. Matter of fact, get that in let me look for it real fast. The Lord tells us what we need, man. And in this society, you have to pay for those things, man. Get Sirach 29 and 21. Well, finish reading that and then get Sirach 29 and 21. Turn right to it.
All right. Which departed from Yahweh our power.
Which departed from Yahweh our power, man. See, for us departing this our power, look, We got to pay for these things, man. You know, if you're gonna be a proverb, byword, okay? Be the butt of every joke, all right? All because we did something that's is not harder to the words of the Heavenly Father, man. You know? And, you got it?
Yeah.
After I get Ezekiel 2 and 4. Can I read that? Because this, look, the things that we're paying for are the things that we need, man. Go ahead.
This is Sirach, chapter 29, verse 21.
Yep.
The chief thing for life is water.
Yep, water, and we gotta pay for it. Who we gotta go to? Esau, Edom. And these other nations, go ahead.
And bread and clothing
Uh-huh.
and a house to cover shame.
Now, didn't we just read about that in Baruch, the 3rd chapter? It's still dark?
Yeah, we gotta cut the stream. And you have that. I'm gonna cut the stream real quick. That's what I talked, Brother Watt.
Okay, come on.
Yeah.